Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is still way too early for this, but here we are today. We're going to be talking about Dance with the Stars. And Caroline's here again. And you notice how it looks really weird on my looks very weird on your side. Because we're going to do screen sharing and we're going to be live reacting to the cast reveal, I guess. What part 1, whatever this is going to be today. We still don't know exactly what's going to happen in the next hour, probably.
Something's happening, and we will be watching and reacting.
Yep. I'm I'm excited for it. I just have no idea what to expect. Um, yeah.
Smartphone, Becky Worley has simple tips and tricks to help it last longer. That's ahead.
But now we're going to go to the shark attack that left an American tourist dead. The bull shark killed the woman from Pennsylvania in the waters off the Bahamas while she was snorkeling. Victor Kendo joins us now with more. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, Michael. We just heard from the tour company, Seas of the Day. They said that this was a routine snorkeling trip along a route that they take daily.
Yeah.
They said
the screen is black.
Wait, that's all you can see?
Yeah. I think because it's a live streaming thing, it doesn't let you share the screen like that.
Yeah, I don't think that's what it's supposed to do.
Oh well, at least I can hear it. Hearing
Yeah.
it is good enough for me.
Then do you mind if I exit out of the screen sharing thing?
Sure.
Okay.
As long as I can hear it.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to hear it.
Rescued the female and was able to bring her on board. Our local EMS personnel responded.
Oh, apparently.
To the scene.
Oh, we missed it, but apparently they're going to be announcing the first 2 stars
The woman
today.
from Pennsylvania
Okay.
Royal Caribbean's Harmony
So,
of the
which
Seas
means it's
cruise
probably 2 we
with
already
husband,
know.
daughter, and son. They went
Wait,
snorkeling
where do you
around
see
2
that?
p.m. Tuesday. The cruise line
Ethan
sinking
just
accident took place on
DM'd
an
me telling me
independent
that they're going to
shore
reveal the
excursion,
first 2
and the cruise line
stars.
is providing
Okay.
support and assistance to the guests' loved ones during this difficult time.
I wonder who that's going to be then.
In this area, Green Key is
I don't
rare.
think they're going to do Charlie and her mother. I don't think so.
No, well, because it also depends on who's in New York. I know Heidi is. I don't know who's in New York yet of the cast.
Maybe it's
We
2
know-
people we don't know yet.
Because we know Shangela's not in New York.
And
Joseph is not in New York yet.
Daniel is in New York.
How do we know that?
Because he loves to Instagram when he travels.
Okay. Yeah, we know Charlie and Heidi aren't in New York yet. We have no idea where Jordan Sparks is at the moment.
They have serrated teeth that are like daggers. If they bite someone, it could be very problematic and even unfortunately fatal to humans because they just are, so big.
If we are right that Cheryl has someone from Good Morning America, that's probably one of the couples.
Yeah.
The big question is, if it is that, who's the other person they're revealing?
Oh, Vinny, because Vinny's in New York.
Who?
Vinny.
Oh, Vinny. Okay.
Because then also because they're revealing the pairings, which means that they can be like, hey, guess what? New pro, what?
Yeah.
She was convicted on 4 counts of criminal fraud by a federal jury in January, and now in this last-ditch effort to get Elizabeth Holmes a new trial before she's sentenced to prison, the defense is alleging one of the government's key witnesses came to her home recently to tell her he felt guilty about his testimony. This morning, Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes is fighting for her freedom as her sentencing looms. 8 months after being found guilty of fraud, the convicted felon is seeking a new trial or court hearing based on what she says is newly discovered evidence. In a motion,
Vinny and Michael Strahan. There's no way George Stephanopoulos is doing Dance with the Stars. There is no way on earth.
Yeah. I don't. Also, didn't he just get back from Ukraine?
David Mirror is the one you're thinking of.
No, because when I was trying to find the live stream for GMA, they had a special that was involved Stephanopoulos interviewing Volodymyr Zelensky.
Oh, I don't know then.
Because they're doing ABC News is doing a whole special on the whole Russia-Ukraine thing 6 months later.
Oh, okay. Who knows? I still don't think it would be George anyway.
No, if anything, I'm pretty sure it's Michael Strahan because we don't have an athlete yet.
Yeah.
And then he checks the GMA box and the athlete box.
Exactly. Yeah. DWTS report just tweeted out there's going to be 2 couples revealing. So.
Mm-hmm.
So. I'm not sure who the.
I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be because they're not just revealing because they're revealing the pairings too.
Correct.
So that's why I think they'll use this as a time before tomorrow to introduce the fact that like, hey, we've brought in a new pro. Look at us.
Yeah, Unre cool. Yeah, Vinny is definitely in New York.
Mm-hmm. And then if it's a GMA person.
Yeah.
Although there's a chance it may not be a GMA person. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah. For all we know, it could not be a New York City-based celebrity.
It could be someone who just happened to be like in New York.
Yeah.
For the time being.
I mean,
or maybe it's a different kind of New York-based celebrity. I mean, we still don't have a traditional Disney person.
We might. It would be kind of funny though for Dance with the Stars to move to Disney Plus and then not have a Disney celebrity in their first season.
I mean, if we do have Danielle Fishel on the show, I guess she counts because she was on Girl Meets World, which was a Disney Channel show. But like, I kind of thought they would go more classic Disney.
I guess not.
Justice for Jodie Benson on the show.
Yeah. Well, she's living her best life in Disney World. I saw her Insta stories.
Okay.
So as long as she's happy.
Yeah. I still would like her on the show at some point.
Well, there's always next season.
Yep.
What I think is that what was I gonna say? I think this is a test, and then next season they'll probably go more Disney forward. I think this season's more like we need to get who we can get, and then
we need to reestablish ourselves.
Exactly, and then blow it away.
I mean, so far from what we know of the cast, it's a pretty good cast.
Yeah, we know probably 10 people for sure. And then there's like 5 we still not sure about. Because we don't know Peta's partner for sure.
But we have no clue who Peta's partner is.
Pasha, Cheryl, or Sasha. So that's 5.
I will say I did notice last night Sasha. So in case you're wondering, of the people who have been rumored so far, Jordan Sparks is following all of them. So look at who Jordan Sparks is following.
I'm going to do that actually right now.
But Sasha, which could be just to throw us off, is following Danielle Fishel.
The problem with Sasha is he's known to throw people off.
Yes, but Jordan Sparks is also following Danielle Fishel. And she's following Shangela and a bunch of the other cast members. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
I'm going to see who she's following now.
Because if you go into the mutual section,
yeah,
it'll tell you.
Okay.
Like, or at least of people you're following, who's following them, or who that person is following.
Yeah.
So point is, that can be a bit of a giveaway.
She's following Rosanna Pansino. So I would watch out about that.
I mean, she's following a lot of people, but like, if you look at people where also there's at least one pro following them and Jordan Sparks, like for example, because I went and followed most of the rumored cast we know so far, Jordan is following Shangela. She's following, or I think Pete is following Jordan. But there's also Vinny.
Yeah.
So not all of them, but enough to be a giveaway.
Yeah, so I would definitely watch out for that. Rosanna is someone who's been heavily rumored, so that's someone that I'm kind of watching now that Jordan's following her.
I mean,
'Cause
she's
I
been
know-
heavily rumored within the fandom, but I haven't seen any articles like saying that she's
Yeah,
any articles or anywhere else. Like it's kind of more of a fan theory rather than something with
yeah,
a bit more of like substance to it.
I know what you're saying, but that's something I'm watching out for. I have no idea about Peter's partner. That's the only one I have no idea yet.
I am stumped.
Peter and Louis.
I am truly stumped. We'll find out tomorrow. Or maybe today. Who knows?
I have no idea. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. A lot of people think it's just going to be the D'Amelios over Zoom.
No, because we've got a couple people in New York, and all the pros are in New York. So they're not going to do it over Zoom because they're revealing, I think, the pairings. Yeah. And why would you reveal the pairings when half of the pairing is not even in the same city?
I have no idea. I forgot what I was going to say. Any clue on Louis' partner? I don't think it's Bernadette Peters, but, and this is keyword, I'm getting that vibe. Like, I'm getting like that old school actress. Like, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, I get...
Because Bernadette Peters is like solid, like B+ list.
Yeah.
Like, if she were to do the show, we would have no choice but to stand, but I don't think she's going to.
If she does, however, I think that's a sign of a huge turnaround for the show.
Oh my god, if she does the show, she better be making top 4 and breaking all kinds of records because woman can dance.
She really can. But I really think if she does the show...
Also, the hair in that picture looks, just from the little bit I've seen, it looks too straight to be her hair because she's got very big curly hair.
True. But yeah, I don't think it's Bernadette, but I think her partner gives off that similar vibe, if that makes sense. Like, I just get like an old school Broadway like actress partner out of Louis. Like, that's the vibe I'm seeing. Hang on. Come on, kitty. There we go. Sorry, my cat went down to the room.
My cat is just sitting on my recliner.
Nice. Nice life for cats.
Indeed.
Probably have at least another 15 minutes. Oh, I found something interesting. KB on Twitter, they were asking about Pasha's partner. Someone said Danielle Fisher.
Fischel.
I don't know why I want to say Fisher. Fischel.
Because Fischel is not a normal last name.
Yes. Anyway, and then KB says this feels like a very possible partnership.
Well, also because then if you see the other one that she tweeted, there's the DWTS viewers who suddenly become board certified dermatologists.
Yeah. Just trying to compare the hands. Yeah.
No, it's not the hands, it's the moles.
Oh yeah, the moles. Do you think it's Teresa Judice or no?
I don't know. I mean, because here's the thing: the ring looks exactly like Teresa's ring, but it
But
looks like Teresa may or may not still be in Europe.
yeah,
Like, I can't tell.
and it looks like again the moles. If we're going on that front, the moles match Danielle's
Hmm.
more than so. The one thing I'm starting to wonder about the whole ring thing is if that's just a ring from the costume department, because we have seen
The costuming doesn't usually give people rings to wear in their promo shoots.
they don't usually, but considering how hard they've been trying to keep people's identities a secret,
Well,
I mean
yeah,
they
but the
have to
promo
realize.
shoots aren't for that.
I know, but still, I'm starting to wonder though.
It might just be another ring she happens to have.
That's probably what it is.
Yep, my guess is we'll probably find out by about. They'll probably say something by about 8:15 or so.
That's what I'm thinking. And tomorrow though is gonna be a lot more, so that's why tomorrow is definitely gonna be 7:30.
Yeah, but that'll probably start more at like 8 a.m. because they
Yeah,
usually do it around 8 a.m.
yeah. Because my guess is they're gonna reveal all the celebrities, talk to them, and then reveal all the partnerships.
No, I think no, because they're going to do the partnerships and celebs at the same time. Because then I think they're going to do it the old way, where it's then like they all sit down together, like with their partners, and talk,
Oh
and then
yeah,
probably play like a little game.
they could do that too.
That's probably what I think they're. That's what it sounded like Brit said they were going to be doing.
I hope so, but you never know.
Well, because that's how Conrad used to always have them do it, or they would do some cute, kitschy opening number that would also reveal who the partners were. Which then, as I saw on Twitter last night, and I had forgotten about, season 27 was the last time they revealed the partnerships on GMA.
Yeah, that's right. Like, wow. That's insane.
That the disaster season was the last time they did this.
I don't blame them though. The problem is that season went so south. I don't blame production for being paranoid about what happened.
And quite frankly, it's not even production's fault that season. Like,
Oh
that
no,
wasn't even like anything they did to get there.
exactly. It's just I don't know. That season just was a disaster. But this season looks like it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Now we just gotta hope the themes match. I mean,
I mean,
obviously we're getting Disney night.
we're never not getting Disney night again.
Yeah, especially now.
And I have a feeling they'll probably keep doing like a 2-night thing.
I'm okay with that as long as they don't just keep doing heroes and villains over again.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they might maybe do like a Disney night and then like a Pixar night.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try to do like a Disney princess night at some point. I just feel like they're gonna go so heavily on the Disney theme.
Yeah, Joseph, we do know Shangela's on this season. However, Shangela is currently in Dallas because their mother just had surgery yesterday. So
Yeah.
Shangela probably won't be heading out anywhere until like tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, she will be. She will be. She will probably be on the cast reveal tomorrow, but she definitely won't be here today.
Now the question is, will she be there in drag or as DJ?
I think she will be there in drag. In DWTS Australia, she was in drag during like when they revealed the cast. I
We'll
mean,
find out
Courtney.
tomorrow.
So
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow.
So that's what I think is probably gonna happen. And of course, she would be in drag because the idiots like me wouldn't recognize her without it. I'm not. My knowledge of drag queens is non-existent.
I learned who Shangela was in the last couple of days, so because prior to the who knows? Maybe she will. She's with Gleb, most likely, so
She's with
who
Gleb, so
knows?
she'll probably still be in drag. I can't see Gleb being like that. The problem,
Well, I don't think it's going to be up to Gleb. I think it's going to be up to the production.
true, but out of all the people that could have got a drag queen, why Gleb?
Because Gleb is the tallest.
I know, but it still fucking sucks.
I think hopefully it'll force him to get more creative, and I think it will. So I'm intrigued.
Yeah. I hope she kicks his ass. I hope she literally wipes the floor with him.
Well, I don't think she's going to take any of his BS. So,
which I'm excited for. I can't wait. Yeah, so she's definitely gonna be on it.
I mean, Gleb seemed really excited after they met.
Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, when I saw Shangela, I'm never gonna
Shangela.
San.
It's like Angela, but with an
Oh,
SH in front of it.
Shangela.
Shangela.
Okay. When I saw her on the show, I'm like, okay, they're gonna try to get another female celebrity. Hence why I thought Sasha was gonna be a pro. Unfortunately, I was right.
See, we just didn't need to speak that kind of talk into existence.
Well, I did. Well, technically, I didn't say Sasha. I kept saying there's gonna be another female celebrity. There's gonna be a 15 pro.
Yeah.
That's what I technically did say. I just had a feeling.
But other people said Sasha. Other people spoke it into existence.
Yeah. Exactly, it's their fault.
Now I'm just curious who's got who.
Yeah, because we know some of the pairings, but we don't know all of them. I know.
We know, what is it, 5 of the pairings I think we know?
Besides Jordan, we know none of the female celebrity pairings.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, and Gleb's partner, sorry.
Well, no, because Shangela's only a she when she's in drag.
Oh,
Because
okay.
DJ goes by he.
Oh, okay. But you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We only know 2 of the male, and we know almost all the female pros partners. The 2 we don't know, Peta and Cheryl, we legit don't even know their partners at all.
We know that Peta keeps saying her partner is super sweet and kind and everyone's going to love them. And it's someone slightly on the older side. No, well, we don't know how much older, but we know older than 30.
I have no idea.
We'll find out when we find out.
Yeah, I think Gabby's with Val. I think Charlie is with Alan. Because I feel like Charlie would want a partner that would do TikToks with her.
I don't think it's that. She's just going to want someone closer to her own age.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And Artem's the most, I don't know how to say, kid-like. I don't mean that in a rude way, but he's the most youthful out of all the male pros, if that makes sense.
You mean Alan, not Artem.
I said Alan.
You said Artem.
Oh, I meant Alan then. It's still.
I was about to say Artem is like the new Tony, I feel like.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
And I don't like that because I feel like don't get me wrong, he does really well. Like he and Melora should have made the finals, but I think
he's a better version of Melora.
You mean of Tony?
I mean Tony. My God, I'm tired. Forgive me. I don't sleep.
I went to sleep early last night, and then I woke up all of a sudden at like 1 a.m. and I'm like, because my mouth was super dry.
Yeah.
And then I woke up at like 3:30 or 3:45, and I'm like, well,
Yep.
guess I didn't need that alarm I set.
Exactly. Now, we know Sasha's a last minute addition, which means his partner is last minute.
Yeah,
Who do
because
you think-
literally up until Friday, he was still rehearsing with the troupe.
So here's my question. Who do you think they got at the last second?
I have no idea, because whoever it is apparently has inspired him.
Do you think they actually gave him a Disney star?
No, because I don't think that would inspire him.
No, I don't think so either.
I think it's going to be someone with more story behind them. But I'm not sure who. I feel like it's going to be another Tara type partner.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut. That's
Who?
all. You know who, if I'm saying keeping my mouth shut.
No, I don't think it's going to be her.
All I'm going to say, this is the only... Damn it, Ethan, you said it. You said it in the chat.
No, I don't think it's going to be her.
I don't think so either, but I didn't want to speak it into the universe. I did not want to...
I think it's going to be more of like... Because also, like... She's a bit on the taller side. Like, if you were going that route, then I would have given Danielle to Shrimp and Pasha with her, because she's 5'3", and Pasha's a little bit taller than... Pasha's like an inch or two taller than Sasha.
Yeah. But who knows, honestly.
We already know that they don't listen to what we have to say anyway, so...
that's why I just didn't want to speak in the universe. The universe is like, oh, is that what you wanted? Okay.
Yeah. Also because she'd be like kind of ringery as well, so, and we don't need him with another ringer type, because yeah,
but I know in the show they would.
I think, because I think whoever he's with, like the way that story he said where he's like completely new understanding, like I'm inspired, whatever, like I'm thinking it's going to be more of like, this is going to be his like Tara Jolie, like Victoria Arlen, Amy Purdy type partner. Well, he's already had a Tara, but like someone who's going to be much more on like the inspiring side of things. Honestly, that we wouldn't expect.
Yeah. Honestly, and I've said that before, he does better with non-dancers.
Well, and he does better with
ringers. That's what I'm trying
not just non-dancers, non-ringers, because he's had some non-ringers who he doesn't do as well with. He does well with just non-traditional celebrities.
Yeah, that's what I'm more meant. Because I feel like with him and Tara, I was rewatching.
Because it's challenges it. Because it's the challenge.
I rewatched
and a lot of the pros do tend to do better.
I rewatched some of her dances last night, Tara's, and they were awesome.
They were so much fun.
And
because he does really well when he's got a bit of a challenge, but also he hadn't been a pro for very long, and so his earlier seasons, his choreography was really good. The problem is now he's reusing the same dances in the same songs.
So I'm hoping that now he has to put himself, if he's feeling inspired, then he has to step up to the plate. Especially with this season, we have 5 people with dance experience. 5
that we know of.
That have dance experience.
Well, wait, so, who do we have? Because we got Wayne.
Hang on, Wayne, Daniel, Gabby. Gabby does have dance experience.
Yes, Charlie
and Jordan. She was so
yeah. I think Heidi's got a bit of dance experience too, actually.
So there you go. He really has to step up to the plate this season.
Like, well, here's the thing though. Last season, it was like 2/3 of the cast came in with prior dance experience.
I think that's right. I don't remember.
It was like 2/3 of the cast.
Okay.
And I include Amon in that just because of the fact that his wife was a dancer and we knew she wasn't going to let him fail.
Yeah. True. Okay.
I need you to hold on. Justin Bieber putting his world tour on hold indefinitely. The pop star prioritizing his health.
Oh no, whatever will we do?
This morning.
I don't like him, but I don't wish ill health on anyone.
Osborne in their first TV interview since
Oh yeah. No, I don't wish ill, but like ever like there's so many people who've been like, oh no, him canceling the tour is like the end of the world. I'm like, really? It's a tour. It's for his health. Like, calm down.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Dancing with the Stars, revealing the first 2 cast members for season 31. Why they're already making dancing history. They're live in Times Square.
Wait, you heard that, right?
Yes, live in Times Square.
No, dancing history. So that's a hint.
I wonder who it's going to be then.
Yeah, I mean, why say that? Oh yes, Jennifer Lewis. I forgot she was on it. I love her.
In Times Square, this is GMA.
From Blackish, as we know her. Jennifer Lewis, her first book was called The Mother of Black Hollywood. Now she's bringing the joy. It's called Walking in My Joy. That's her new book, and she's going to talk about it here in Times Square.
Always love talking to her. Cannot wait for that. And cannot wait for my old teammate, Eli Manning. He is here. We finally made him get up early in the morning to do something fun as the new NFL season is about to kick off.
It was nice when he came in here during the commercial break. Gave you a big old bear hug.
Yeah, didn't that scare me?
Or giant hug, I should say.
Yeah, giant hug.
Not a bear hug, a giant hug.
So he's got good friends.
I'm going to let it go. But we are hearing from a lot of people who have the iPhone 8 and who have the button and who have lots of friends.
I have friends of mine who have the button and they said, so we're not friends anymore? Yes, we're still friends. I'm sorry.
You know, you do realize it could be Dancing with the Stars history just because they're the first ones announced for Disney Plus.
True. True. A lot of people think it's Charlie and Heidi, but they're not in New York. That's the problem. They said live in Times Square.
Give me a second. I'm double checking.
Because I feel like both of them would have talked about being in New York. Obviously, they couldn't share why, but I feel like they would have like mentioned it.
Nope. Heidi was posed 22 hours ago with a suitcase.
Okay.
So while she may not officially have said she's in New York, she took a selfie or a picture with a suitcase and a bag. So she might be in New York.
Okay.
I hope they reveal their partners.
Watch they won't.
Because the way they said it, it doesn't sound like they are, but I'm hoping that they do.
Those are probably the biggest mysteries we have.
With those two.
Because originally it was Charlie and Val, and now
we thought it was Charlie and Val.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Now that we think it's Alan that has Charlie, but we don't know that for sure. Who else was I going to say? Artem. We're pretty sure Heidi has Artem, but again,
who knows?
Not official confirmation on that.
Like, truly, with this show at this point in time, who knows? With the way that they've been shuffling things around the last week.
It's been freaking crazy.
Like, we really haven't had this level of, like, shuffling around and trying to figure things out since, what was it, like, season 21? Yeah, 21. It's been 5 years.
It's insane. It's been a crazy ride. Yeah, Jordan's still in LA. But it could be Charlie and Heidi. But I really do think if there's a GMA person, they're gonna reveal that first.
Yeah, if it's a GMA person, and we know Vinny's in New York.
Yeah. So there's a couple possibilities that could happen. Because there's no way they're. Because if it's a GMA person, they're going to totally milk that up like they did with Ginger.
Also, the fact too that they used to. I remember back in the day when they did the pro reveals, they mainly did it to introduce whoever was going to be new.
Yeah. So and Coco's the newest pro.
Yeah, Coco's the newest pro. We know she's in New York. We know Vinny's in New York. It would make sense.
Yeah. Let's see if they do though.
I doubt they will because I don't think they're that smart, but we'll find out.
Whatever's the obvious, the show usually does the opposite.
Yeah. Conrad, though, used to be pretty good about doing differently. So who knows? I mean, we do know we are going to find out partnerships tomorrow. So
I'm so glad we are. Because it's so stupid to just wait till the premiere because we figured it out beforehand. All the partners.
They think it's building anticipation, and most of
it does the complete opposite.
Like the Twitter fandom has figured it out, but like the Facebook fandom has no, like the oldies have no idea. So for them, they're not going to find out until the day of anyway.
Yeah. Well, if they are boycotting,
just don't read the comments. That's the only way to go about it. You just can't read the comments.
I know. If I had a dime for every time I saw that comment, I would be in a different
Just
house
don't
somewhere.
read them.
I'm not. Wait. And I gotta go back. Go back a few seconds.
A lot of good reasons for that. Yep. Coming up on our GMA morning menu, Justin Bieber has canceled his world tour to focus on his health. We're going to give you his message to fans this morning. Also this morning, our exclusive interview with Sharon and Ozzy Osbourne as he recovers from major surgery. So what's next for the couple?
And we're unveiling not just one cast member of the brand new season of Dancing with the Stars, but two, and they are
Yep, it's Charlie and Heidi.
After the show's first mother-daughter duo, that's going to be a competitive.
But I hope we get their partners.
Is with Tori Johnson. Hey, Lara.
Hi there. Yeah, Tori's back with.
If we get their partners, then I would say this has been worth it.
Yeah. Because I feel like that's what they used to do. I mean, although I remember the last time that they did the early reveal with the partners was season 22, and they did Jody and Keo first for reasons beyond our understanding.
You know why?
And then why?
Jody leaked out.
Yeah, but so had like 5 other partnerships had leaked out as well.
I know, but they thought Jody was their big star.
I mean, she cut. Wait, I'm trying to remember who else was on that season.
Wanya, Ginger, Niall.
Yeah.
They thought Jody was their big.
Which, I appreciate them hyping up Keo like that.
Yeah, me too.
And that is one of my favorite partnerships of his as well.
Yeah, but every time they did like a separate reveal like that, they revealed their partners.
Yeah. Because then they did Val and Ginger like 3 days later.
Yeah.
Which is why it was surprising that they didn't do Val and Ginger first, because Ginger had already leaked.
I think they wanted to do this. You know what it was? I think they were waiting to build it up a little more. Like they did.
But I would think saving Jody would build it up more.
I don't know. They like had her mother come in for her reveal and all this stuff too.
I feel like they're doing Charlie and Heidi today just because they were the first one. It's always the first ones who leak.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm okay with that. Again, as long as we get their partners, then I would say this reveal is a success. It does not look like their partners are physically there.
That we know of.
But Keo wasn't there when Jody said it was Keo as her partner.
No, he was.
He was?
Yeah, they kept him hidden.
Oh, that's right. Okay. You know what was funny? Funny that I just realized they're doing it's their first season on Disney Plus, but yet they're doing the cast reveal in New York. And then last year they did the cast reveal at Disney World.
They did it at Disney World for COVID reasons.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Because they didn't want them all traveling all over the country.
Yeah. That's understandable.
So they were willing to have the GMA people travel. They just didn't want like the cast traveling.
That makes sense.
Because then the cast did travel after the finale.
Yeah.
But they didn't want them traveling prior to the finale. Because once the finales happened, they don't care.
Yeah.
The COVID stuff isn't the show's responsibility anymore.
For season 31. Season 31 is tomorrow. What's
Lara look like she wants to be on it because she's like.
I was getting my cue from.
Why isn't Lara Spencer done Dance with the Stars?
Well, I don't think you're in the cast. You should be.
I think we're gonna take either one of them.
You know what? You have our votes.
Yeah.
We're going to reveal the cast.
Well, that was a big rookie error right there.
Why do I feel like that's a hint? Why do I feel like that's a hint?
What?
Not for that guy, but why do I feel like how they're speaking is a hint? A lot of them's gonna be on
We'll
it.
reveal the first two stars on this season. There they are right now. They're already making history, and we'll tell you who they are coming up.
All right, well, we're going to get to the reason that Will is here. We're going to talk about a GMA cover story. Justin Bieber announcing he is postponing the rest of his tour dates indefinitely and making his health his priority. Will, you
Alright, I'll cut the volume on that. But yeah, I just feel like how they were talking, they like know that one of their people is gonna be on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just weird how they were acting.
It's probably Michael.
It has to be Michael. Well, it doesn't have to be Michael, but
it most likely is.
Yeah. We know it's probably gonna be a male. Yeah, we definitely know it's a male GMA person, if it is GMA. But yeah, it's just how they're acting is just very weird. But going back to what I was saying a few seconds ago, why hasn't Lara Spencer done Dance with the Stars?
Because I feel like there's other GMA people they'd rather have do it.
True, but
Robin Roberts.
she should be doing it.
I get why she hasn't, but like she should.
She really should. They really should. She's pretty tall, isn't she?
She's really tall.
I'm gonna look up her height if you don't mind.
I think she's like 5'11".
That sounds right, but 5'10".
Oh, 5'10". Yeah.
Close enough.
And quite frankly, too, if she were to do the show, I think she wanted a partner like Keo.
Yeah. I could see her with like Keo.
You know who I really want to do the show?
Who?
Sarah Haynes.
Another person I'm surprised hasn't done it, but she's busy.
I would like her to do the show.
Me too.
You know, the one thing we didn't get this season, or we don't think we've gotten this season. No Marvel connections.
Very true. Which I'm kind of surprised by, but I get it.
I'm not that surprised because I think they Marvel, like their lowest tier tends to be mostly B-listers, so it might be harder.
Yeah. That's all next year.
Yeah.
I feel like this year they wanted to go back to their formula, if that makes sense.
But I feel like they've also kind of broken the formula some as well, so...
Yeah. Like, as we know, there's no football player.
Michael Strahan.
Well, if that's right. We don't know if that's right.
We also don't know who PETA's partner is.
PETA's partner is a giant mystery.
He could be an athlete for all we know.
I do think PETA's partner, though, was that person that I showed you that was completely covered up. Like, like the face.
I think so too. And they did not look small.
Nope. They were covering people like they were in the witness protection program. Right?
Kind
like
of. No, well, with.
Well,
I
I was
with
making a
this
joke,
person.
but that person must be pretty big, like celebrity-wise, to cover up. Let alone in California heat wave too. So I have no idea who that could be at all. And who would be crazy enough to agree to be covered like that in California heat?
Well, not in California heat, in the middle of a California heat wave. Because, not even joking, it was literally like the day we saw that picture, the high was 108.
Yeah, exactly. You know who I think would be crazy enough to agree to do all that?
Who?
Rob Gronkowski. He seems like he's the one crazy enough to agree to
that person's physicality was smaller than Gronk.
No, I agree, but I'm saying though, that's the only athlete I can imagine in my mind.
I could imagine most athletes doing it, actually, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I feel like it's just going to be someone unexpected.
Which is why they're that covered up.
Yeah. I feel like every season there's always one celebrity like, wait, how did Dance with the Stars get them? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's always one every year that you're like, how? And that could be that celebrity. For me, that already happened with Jordan Sparks. I'm like, how did they get Jordan Sparks finally? Did they wait outside her house with like a giant net and catch her?
Well, she's touring with Chris Brown again, so.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. My question has been answered. But yeah, But yeah, we know it's Charlie and Heidi.
I just hope they revealed their partnerships, otherwise this whole thing was not worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe it better be worth it. I chose Milo and Whitney as my goddamn thumbnail. It better be worth it. But no, that's seriously what the thumbnail of this live stream is. I chose Milo and Whitney's Incredibles quick step. I thought
It's just a fun routine.
Yeah, I thought it'd be cool to try and do Disney night Disney night dances as my nails. Like the one for tomorrow is Riker and Allison's Paso.
AKA the Disney dance to end all the Disney dances.
Yeah, that was by far the best one. You know whose Disney night dance I liked, and it was very simple?
Who?
Amy and Derek's waltz.
That's the dance that got me into the show.
I know, but that to me is just one of my favorites. It like
in general,
had enough.
In general, that like very first Disney night they did,
was probably
one of the best.
As a whole, that night was their best
because, well, I feel as a whole, like because everyone was just having fun with those routines. Because I remember that was one of Drew and Cheryl's better dances.
Yeah.
I mean, that was one of my favorite Amy and Derek dances.
Yeah.
Honestly, the one dance I wasn't that big a fan of from that night was Max and Meryl's Samba.
Yeah. For them to get Jungle Book seemed very...
Well, they're trying to use the song.
It's just that specific couple getting Jungle Book was probably not the best choice.
They needed to use the song, and They were the one couple who hadn't done a samba yet, or they were one of the only couples who hadn't done a samba yet and could do a samba.
True.
Because that was one of the one only dances Amy couldn't do because it requires the ankles to be able to swivel.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that's the only dance style that Amy and Derek didn't do.
No, there's a couple others that they didn't do. They never did a paso doble.
Really?
The only person who did a paso doble that season was Charlie.
Charlie.
He was the only one.
Yeah, that's right. That's very surprising.
That was weird, especially since they usually have all the paso dobles.
I think Amy and Derek's paso would have been incredible. I really do.
Because Derek does good paso dobles. That's his signature dance, that and the tango.
Yeah, and
she never did a tango either because of the ankle swivels.
Yeah. But she did an Argentine tango, which is probably still my favorite dance from them.
Yes, well, she did the Argentine tango because that's
Yeah.
more leg work and you don't have to do as much with your ankles.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. GMA Book Club. That's clearly what everyone's watching for.
What book are they reading? Is it at least
The
something
Fortunes
good?
of Jaded Women?
I don't know if I've heard of that one.
I haven't either.
Sounds interesting. The title sounds interesting.
What I like about their book club is it's usually books I've never heard of.
Because they're trying to bring it. Because they're trying to bring exposure to other people.
Yeah, which I like. I like when they do that. Yeah, I don't think the rest of the cast is gonna be revealed, leaked out today. If that makes sense.
I feel like as we start to see people go to New York, we'll find more.
Yeah, but I think what we get is what we get, and I'm okay with that. Nope, still not Charlie and Heidi. We're doing deals and steals, apparently. Oh yeah, people still think Dr. Jennifer Aston is on the cast.
Yeah, Ashton isn't doing the show.
No. No, she's not.
Because everybody's already paired up. And she's too tall for Sasha.
Very too tall. Yeah, we're probably not going to see Charlie Heidi until at least another 10 minutes, probably.
Lord.
Because they're doing deals and steals, and then probably commercial break, and then...
And then I am going back to sleep.
Oh, me too. They're cool. They're showing some cool kitchen knives, though. I'm not gonna... I'm sorry, with me and cooking stuff, that's the one thing that makes me happy.
But I already have a knife block.
For me, you can never have too much cooking stuff. That's just how I am. I love to cook. It's just one of my passions. If I wasn't writing and doing YouTube, and that's definitely what I would be doing right now. I was supposed to go to school for cooking.
Oh.
That school unfortunately shut down.
Oh.
And then my stepdad got really sick, so.
Oh.
That's been my life.
One of my friends actually just graduated from a culinary school, and she's now working at Disney World.
Oh, that is my dream.
She's a pastry chef.
That's so cool.
Because that is the one thing, and she was saying is working for Disney, you always know you're going to have a job because they're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Still can't believe my birthday's Monday.
Oh yeah, and the Emmys are Monday.
Yeah. Janelle James, that's my birthday wish. Come on, give it to
me. She's the one a lot of people are predicting.
As they should.
For me, I can't decide between her and the Hannahs.
I mean, Hannah Waddingham is probably the most likely to win.
But Einbinder had such a good season. And she submitted a great episode too for
I'm
her episode.
I mean, yes, I'm predicting James, but I still don't think she's the most predictable in that category.
I think, well, Abbott's got a lot of momentum right now.
But I still think Waddingham or Eidenbinder is the safer picks. Not that their performances were bad or anything like that, but I'm saying that.
Can we just get a tie? Can they tie?
Can we just have a 3-way tie? Like, I'm okay
Well,
with that.
so because I think Janelle James submitted Ava versus the Superintendent as her episode. Hannah Einbinder submitted the Cruise episode from Hacks.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's like, last year I submitted an episode with drama, and she's like, wait, I'm in a comedy category. I should be submitting a comedic episode. So she chose the Cruise episode because that was some of her best comedic work of the season.
Exactly.
And then Hannah Waddingham submitted an episode that has both the drama and the comedy because she submitted the funeral episode, which quite frankly is one of the funniest episodes of the show.
Yeah. It's probably one of the best episodes of Ted Lasso.
Because it does such a great job of balance. And okay, and then so I sent you the Entertainment Weekly podcast the other day.
Yeah, you did.
Well, and their theory for actor in a comedy is that it's either going to be Martin Short or Steve Martin, because Sudeikis and Bill Hader had mostly drama this season, not comedy. They're going to award the comedic performance.
That is very true.
And I hadn't thought about that because, like, Sudeikis had some comedy, but they're right. He did have a mostly drama. And if my argument for Bill Hader is that he's not going to win because his stuff was all drama, then the same thing goes for Sudeikis. And then, yeah, I see either Martin Short or Steve Martin winning.
Yeah.
Or Donald Glover comes out and sneaks in and wins it because they've pulled a tie between all the others.
Yeah.
I don't remember who else is in that category.
I'll tell you in a second.
I'm okay. No, I'm okay.
Abbott Elementary, can't fucking wait. What was I gonna say? Nicholas Hoult is in that category.
I don't think he's winning.
No chance in hell. And there's another one. I believe Donald Glover, Atlantis.
Well, I already said Donald Glover.
Okay, so yeah, it was just Nicholas Hoult you were missing.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I could see a case for Steve, because Steve Martin submitted the finale for his episode.
Yeah, out of the two, Steve Martin and Martin Short, Steve Martin's the most likely.
Mainly because of the episode he submitted, but Martin Short overall had more comedy throughout the entire season.
I feel like he's more comedic relief. Not that the other three aren't. Well, the other two aren't funny, but
well, the other thing is though, like Steve Martin, is they were pointing out, like he's like kind of almost playing himself.
Yeah,
like a slightly more jaded version of himself.
Yeah,
so season 2 he had a lot more to do. Or season 2, I think, was more Martin Short season. Season 1 was much more Steve Martin season.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And I would say Steve Martin should win for the finale.
Yeah. Actress, I clearly have Jean Smart.
I think it's I'm leaning more towards Jean Smart, but I think it's between her and Quinta.
Oh yeah, too. Me too. The other 4 are just not as strong as those two. Rachel Brosnahan.
Maisel's had its moment. If Kaylee Cuoco, if she was going to win, she would have won for season 1.
Elle Fanning.
Elle Fanning's just there, kind of as a
Ray.
consolation prize. That season just came and went so quietly.
Yeah. I just think Smart and Brunson are just
strong. It's between Jean and Quinta.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Jean Smart.
I am too. And she was phenomenal this past season.
Who do you have supporting actor comedy? That's the one category I have Brett Goldstein, but I'm just not feeling confident in it.
I think it's Brett or Bowen Yang is going to sneak in.
I feel like if there's any room in the comedy for like a major surprise, that's where we're going to see it.
I will say also, having looked at what happened at the Creative Arts Emmys this past weekend,
we got a few surprises. We really did.
Actually, so because of that, Only Murders did get an Emmy, or 3 Emmys, one of which was for Nathan Lane, his first Emmy he's ever won.
Yeah.
which makes me think they really like the show. They gave it 17 nominations. They've just given it 3 wins. It might be surging. The most recent season airing during voting might be having the Ted Lasso effect.
Yeah. That's one of my reasons in drama. I'll tell you in a second because I think they're about to do the Dance of the Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll tell you my drama thing afterwards. Never mind, it's Jennifer Lewis.
Oh.
Well, I love her anyway.
You're thinking Severance?
No. I'm thinking for actor, drama Bob Odenkirk because the finale aired during peak Emmy voting.
He's eligible next year though for the finale.
I know, but I think the fact that the finale aired during Emmy voting might gave him a little boost.
I don't know. That category I'm not sure about.
All 6 of them could realistically win.
Who all is in there again?
Jason Bateman, which is for his last season too.
I think he's the least likely of them all.
Brian Cox and Jeremy Strong for Succession. Lee Jung-jae for Squid Game. Bob Odenkirk, as I said, and Adam Scott for Severance.
I think if there's going to be a spoiler to the category, I think it's Adam Scott.
I would love to see that. That's him and Lee Jung-jae are my personal picks.
Because this past summer, Severance has had a huge surge.
Yeah.
Like everyone started watching it around July and August, really. Yeah. And that was when voting was happening.
Very true. Drama actress, I have Zendaya winning.
I think it's between Zendaya and Melanie Linsky.
Yeah, I hope Melanie wins, but I'm not confident enough to predict it.
Yellow Jackets had a surge, and I don't think they would have nominated it that much if they weren't going to give it at least 1 win.
True, but I'm cautious because usually my favorites in comedy win, but it's in drama is where my favorites flop horribly.
Yeah. So I would say usually, most years I'm pretty certain with my Emmy nominations. This year, I have no idea.
Usually, here's the weird thing: limited is my best track record. I've gotten every limited category right the past 3 years. Actually, no, I take that back. But I've gotten most of them. I just realized I had Catherine Hahn last year for WandaVision, but I did predict Kate Winslet and Evan Peters. So, and Ewan McGregor, I did get that right.
That one I did not see coming at all.
I had a feeling he would. I feel like when they don't know what to do in categories, they sometimes go with the most. What's the word I'm looking for?
They go for the Ryan Murphy.
Yeah, going for the Ryan Murphy. Go for the most. Like, I don't want to say Ewan's performance was basic because his performance was great as always.
But the problem is, like, the show it was kind of more of an imitation.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to hint at. Yeah. But yeah, actress, I have Amanda Seyfried. I had Lily James, and then I realized I lost my mind predicting her.
I think it's Seyfried.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Amanda Seyfried in that category. That I'm sure. I'm still not predicting Michael Keaton, though. My guts tell me that's trapped. They'll fall for it. I just don't see anyone talking about Michael Keaton anymore.
Most of the pundits are pretty sure it's going to be him.
But still, I don't know. It's just my guts tell me just don't do it, and so I'm going with Sebastian Stan because that's most transformative.
I think if they're going to award him, then they're going to give Lily James.
They could. They realistically could.
But I don't think they will. I think they're going to do Seyfried.
I don't know. I have to think about that. The supportings, I feel confident in. That's just going to be White Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
I have White Lotus sweeping everything.
It's going to be Coolidge and Bartlett.
Yeah. Bartlett, I'm less confident on than Coolidge. I think Coolidge is the biggest lock of the whole night.
I think she's been locked since last year.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I would totally agree with that. But yeah, I think Bartlett's winning. I think it's wins writing, directing, and then the series. Who do you have for supporting actress limit? I mean drama.
I think I have Sarah Snook.
Because I have Gardner, but I might switch to Sarah Snook. I feel like it's between those two in the end.
Well, because Julia Garner was eligible in the winter season and she didn't win anything when she normally does.
True.
So I'm thinking the tides have turned in Snook's favor.
Yeah.
But the Emmys also really love Julia Garner, and
that's
this is the first year where I'm not certain who's going to win.
Same. I feel like this category is very interesting.
Because then also Squid Game won guest actress in a drama.
Yeah.
So it could win.
Yeah. And you have Patricia Arquette, who the Emmys love too.
I don't think she's going to win.
I don't think she's winning, but I'm not gonna lie, she's on my radar. If that makes sense, she's like 4 on my predictions. I think that's fair. Put her there.
I think one of the people who, quite frankly, Sarah Snook is like borderline category fraud. I'd put her in lead actress, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I think she's most likely supporting actor. I will say I still think it's going to be McFadden. He had the best season. I mean, okay. My guess is probably he's my should win. I bet they give it to Kieran Culkin.
That's what I'm thinking. I have Kieran Culkin.
I think they'll give it to Kieran Culkin, but it should go to McFadden.
Yeah. I will say this. Christina Ricci should be winning supporting actress drama. That was my favorite performance of the whole damn year.
No, sorry, Sarah Snook.
I know Christina Ricci has 0 chance of winning. I've already accepted that deep down in my cold black heart. But she should be winning.
Anything on GMA?
Commercial break, but
they're probably up next.
Yeah, Charlie Heidi is up next.
So we have a cat appearance. Hello.
Yeah, they'll probably spend 5-6 minutes talking to them, probably.
Yeah, probably about 5 minutes. And then they'll go to commercial, and that'll be that.
Yeah, and then they'll do a random cooking segment. Because lately, Good Morning America's been doing a lot more cooking segments than they normally do.
I wonder if they'll actually reveal their partners. I hope they do, because if they reveal the partners, it'll be worth it. If they don't reveal the partners, this was a waste of time.
They usually do, so.
Well, they used to back in the day. Because keep in mind, last year, they also revealed Mel C early and did not reveal, well, because they stopped revealing partnerships, but they had 3 people last year that were revealed early and they didn't reveal the partners.
Yeah.
And then when they also did Caitlyn and AJ early, they didn't reveal their partners.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that was back when they were trying to be so secretive and try to hide to the reveal.
I think part of why they did it was because it was post-season 27, and they weren't trying to, I don't know.
Not repeat the same mistakes of their past.
Yeah, which was a mistake.
Which was a huge mistake. That's what it is. I feel like they tried so hard.
They tried to self-correct too much.
Yeah. I mean, they made some changes to voting, which I think was helpful. They should have just stopped there. That's what I personally think.
Also, I feel like the judges' save has kind of, outlasted itself.
Yeah. Oh, here it comes. Come on.
2 contestants and the first ever mother-daughter duo on the show. They are the stars of the D'Amelio show on Hulu. TikTok sensation Charlie D'Amelio and her mom, Heidi D'Amelio.
Who saw this coming? It wasn't like they
Pretends to
were
be
leaked
shocked.
out like 2 weeks ago.
Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
And wow, this is something. This is history. So I'm just curious for both of you. Tell us about when you got the call from Dancing with the Stars about coming on the show. What's the first thing that went through your mind?
So we were filming our Hulu show, the D'Amelio show at the time, and all of a sudden they're like, PR wants us all, Charlie and I, on the phone on a Zoom right now. And so we thought we were getting canceled, and they were calling to tell us in trouble. We're like, what did we do? Like, I don't even remember doing anything. And then we sat down at the Zoom, and they told us. So I was in shock for myself. I was like, it's more of like, oh, I can see why they,
I thought they were joking. I didn't think they were being real. I thought it was a prank. But when they were like, no, this is real, I was so excited for the both of us, especially to do this together.
Yeah.
And how does your family feel about you both going on the show together? As competitors.
Oh my goodness. Well, we do ask, my dad, who are you gonna pick?
Yeah.
I think my sister is definitely on my side. She is my roommate, so she has to live with me. She better be on my side.
I still cook for her sometimes, so
it's true.
Yeah.
So how are they going to be, competing against your mom on the show? They're going to be a little smack talking here and there, or are you going to be, encouraging? How's it going to work out?
I mean, I was thinking about that. It would be nice to have some smack talk, but she still also is my mother. And I mean, I'm 18, but she can still, she can ground me if she really wants to. So I can't be too harsh. I do have to remember she is my mom, and I have to respect her.
And we know that you do have some background in competitive dance. So are we going to see any TikTok moves out there? Are you going to bring that into the show?
I think when it comes to the actual choreography, I would love to, maybe do a little nod to why I am
Len's gonna
even
eat you
here
alive,
and what
then.
got me here.
I'm sorry,
But I think I'm
Charlie.
really going to work on the technical parts of ballroom dance.
And Heidi, do you have any technical competitive dance background to fall back on, or you're just going to go out there and just show Charlie where she got it from?
Well, it's been a long time, but I was also a competition dancer when I was in high school, and I danced on my high school dance team. But that's been a very long time, and we'll see if it's like riding a bike and if I can like pick up choreography. So we'll see, but I'm excited.
And my last question, with the family who's going to be watching and calling in and voting, are you lobbying to see who's going to get whose vote in the family?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely going to be a little side eye if my own father or sister don't vote for me. But I guess we're going to have to see who they like better.
Yeah, we're checking phones. I want to know.
Yeah.
Who they're voting for.
Well, I tell you what, we will see. And we're so excited you two here kicking off another season 31 of Dancing with the Stars. And I'm so glad you both are joining the combination mother, daughter, Heidi, Charlie. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to see a lot of you here on GMA. Believe me. And we cannot wait. And tomorrow, live here on GMA, we're going to reveal the full list of stars who are competing on Dancing with the Stars. Ginger, you were there. You know how it all goes.
All of our focus has
Again.
been on that Colorado to California heat, but it's been super hot in Southwest Florida too.
Okay, couple of thoughts.
First
First
of all,
off-
that was less than 5 minutes.
I believe that was 3. I wasn't counting, but I'm pretty sure
It was 3 questions. That was it.
Well, they probably was saving more of it for tomorrow. Probably
They could have saved all of it for tomorrow at this rate.
Yeah. Couple of thoughts. First off, again, they're pointing to Ginger. They keep hinting like one of their people are going to be on the show. That's my
Well,
first.
they always do that with Ginger, though.
But still, though, with the whole conversation earlier with them, you got what I'm trying to say.
And the whole, we're going to be seeing a lot more of you. They definitely have somebody.
Yeah. So that's my first thought. Number 2, this was a waste of time. Number 3, why the fuck do we not know their partners?
Yeah.
But
I don't
thoughts
know.
on those 2?
I mean, I don't have thoughts because I've shared what I already have because we've had them confirmed for like 3 weeks now.
I mean, for me, I had no idea who they were. I
Or
mean,
2
I heard
weeks.
them. mean, I heard the name, but I wasn't so familiar with them.
I mean, I knew Charlie. I didn't know Heidi.
I knew who Charlie was, but again, wasn't super familiar.
Well, because I'd seen the clips of her from the Tonight Show.
Ah, okay. Heidi seems
Jimmy Fallon likes to have her on.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy likes to feel young.
Yes.
I actually like Heidi. I don't think she's gonna be as good as Charlie dance wise, but I think like her.
I don't know. I could kind of see her because Arden tends to get the slightly older women who do have a dance background, and then they always end up surprising us.
I think that's exactly what we're getting again.
I think I see Charlie making it farther than Heidi, but I don't see either of them making it to the finals.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't think by much.
I think Charlie seems like a good semifinal out.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed when they do like mother-daughter or couples, usually one lasts just a little bit longer than the other, not by much.
Carlos and Alexa.
That was painful. That was one of the most painful live eliminations. Just because to see them both crying and hugging each other.
Well, the other problem is too then like they were too wrapped up in what each other was doing the whole time versus focus, or Alexa was too wrapped up in what he was doing to focus on her own dancing.
Yeah.
And when she finally started focusing on her own dancing, it was too late.
Yeah. I still think Tamar should have dropped out that night.
She should have, but a certain Russian was like, no.
Yeah. But yeah, so there you go.
Or not a Russian, a Ukrainian. He's Ukraine.
Yeah.
We don't want to get those mixed up.
No, we don't.
But yeah. I mean, this was anticlimactic.
This was a complete waste of time. This live stream was a complete waste of time. I hope my audience enjoyed it.
Yeah. All right.
I'm
going to sleep.
Yeah, me too.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.